Hey there, everyone. Welcome to My So-Called Fabulous. I'm Tiffany, and welcome back, everyone. You know what? Styling athletes to families nationwide, all over the world, actually, with warmth and passion and intention and curation. Meanwhile, if you listen to her last season, facing health concerns of her own, meanwhile, still running a business full time, she continues to inspire confidence and empowerment through her work. That's how I found her in the first place. She speaks my love language, empowerment to women and men, of course. She's bougie, fabulous, full of heart. Welcome, Laura Fedock at Lifestyle by Laura.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. You captured the bougie and just being full of empowerment and just love.
Well, yeah, and I'm hoping I make you feel good about
Yes,
yourself.
You gave me chills. Like you really did. That was beautiful.
That's so good. That's so good. Okay, you were with me last season 9,
Yes.
and the podcast went crazy because no one is talking about endometriosis. Mm-hmm. So you have fought a battle, and you go back and just go to Apple Podcasts, and you'll find Laura and I talking about it. And I'm going to reshare that as well. But we talked about your journey with health, and you shared with so many women I talked to that are like, I just thought this was my life. This is it. So listen to that podcast. But how are you feeling?
I'm doing great.
Yes.
So on July 7th, I had another endo excision surgery with Dr. Rachel Haverland, who's here in Dallas, and it was on 10 organs. The masses weren't as large, but it was more invasive. So it was about 4 hours under anesthesia. Went in there, got everything out, and I timed it just in time for New York Fashion Week so I could get back to work.
Yes. And you did. And you did. And she's back and better than ever before. Not that she was bad. But, which brings me to Fashion Week. But I have to show you, if you are on YouTube, I am sporting an Alice and Olivia today. Not that they're paying me. But she walked in and she goes, I'm going to style you. And I love it because when I see her out and about, that's what she does because she cares so much and so genuinely about what you do. Now, I don't look terrible, but
you look fabulous.
But she has just a way of putting her wand across you, the magic wand.
And you just shift the sleeves with little hidden hair ties.
That's right.
So you don't have to fuss with it.
Yeah. And you know what? I might link this for you all. But anyway, so we go in Fashion Week. I was watching you. You were in New York. So for those of you that don't know what New York Fashion Week, other than what it is, give us a little brief synopsis of what New York Fashion Week is.
Okay, so my experience with the 2 VIP clients that I brought, first of all, it was their first time ever attending New York Fashion Week. So when you go in the fall, you're seeing spring, summer for the following year. If you go in February, you're seeing fall. Okay, so right now what's in the stores is fall, but we're able to pre-shop for the upcoming collection. But I take it a step further because I am really more than just a stylist. I'm a VIP concierge. So my clients had the most bougie fashion welcome gifts, New York Fashion Week themed, room drops already there by the concierge, welcome champagne. I did rushed alterations of 13 pieces that I brought with me. I arranged all the dinner reservations, the hotel reservations.
That's a lot.
The drivers, the showroom appointments, the shows, the full glam squad, the behind the scenes photographers, because the most important thing for me was to be able to be present in that moment. So what you're seeing right now on my Instagram is a recap, because if I was posting in real time, I would not have been present with my clients.
Which makes huge sense. So myself as a content creator, podcaster, I get it, because you get in the moment and you're like, you're so busy. You can't capture all that, and post it live, of course. So, So you had the VIP clients that were with you. Was it their first time?
First time.
Oh my God.
Most magical whirlwind experience. One client has 6 kids.
Oh.
One client has 4 kids. 4 boy dogs and her husband, and her kids are all boys. So this was the girls' trip she needed, and this will be her annual trip from now on.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was that impactful.
One from Fort Worth and one from Edmond, Oklahoma.
I think I know the Fort Worth one. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I saw that. Y'all looked so beautiful. So when you're there, are you purchasing for the clients, or you're just showing the looks? How does this work?
So I did time my Alice and Olivia Fashion Shop for a Cause for the United Way Metropolitan Dallas, that event, right before I left. So that was on September 4th.
Yes.
So I knew that both my clients would want to wear current. But now we have access to all the pre-sale. So you see the collection. So Alice and Olivia is different than any other brand. They do live vignettes, live modeling. So that just went live on my page today. Some of the other shows like Auchinvoss, La Pointe, those shows, you get to do the VIP showroom experience. So in real time, the day after the items have hit the runway, you're in the showroom with the designer themselves, trying on the pieces, placing your pre-order. And one of the most special moments we had was at Yigal Azrael.
What? And do tell.
He is an absolute gem. 18 years ago, when I got started as the original stylist based and designer at Nordstrom North Park, I bought his pieces. His team that he has now doesn't even know some of the great leather pieces that he had. But between Christian Jewel Nielsen with Auchinvoss and Yigal Azrael, they get in there. They are styling. They are one-on-one with the client. My clients have never felt so loved. It was like you were taking a selfie with your best friend.
Wow.
This was the true VIP experience.
That's amazing. And so you're one of the first, or this is the first that's doing this type of thing?
So the showroom visits happen, but the VIP concierge, all the things that went into it, the planning, the lunch breaks, the planning of everything, it's different. So I've been told lately, guess what, Laura, like it or not, you are the Olivia Pope. It's handled of fashion. I said, okay, I'll go with VIP concierge.
Right.
But I'm okay with that because I like to see the forest, not the tree, and I'm 5 steps ahead.
Wow. And that's so great. Laura, what is your favorite part of your entire career? Like, what is your favorite part?
It is so important to me that everybody can wake up every day and put on, even if it's leggings, and they maybe knot their shirt to the side. Maybe it's that athlete walking in on game day. He might have an injury that nobody knows about, and he's about to be on injured reserve. I'm dressing his wife. I may be dressing somebody else's fiance. I'm also dressing somebody's dog this week, his girlfriend. But they are able to show up, whether they are in top shape, physique-wise, or they're plus size, and feel beautiful, leave all that at the door, because fashion is not superficial. The way you dress is how the world sees you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we mix high and low.
Yes.
We're mixing Abercrombie. We're mixing couture. We're mixing progressive designer. We're mixing Lucchese. We're mixing Amazon.
Right. You know what? I was going to ask you when I saw you, but our focus on the last podcast was very different than this is the fun things we're talking about today. But you mix. Do you do that with all of your, athletes and me and anybody? Yes. Okay. Because people ask a lot of time, somebody like, would you wear a Prada shoe with a Target dress?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nobody's going to question whether that dress, that handbag, whatever, isn't designer. Right. If the shoes are great, the jewelry's great. Yeah. And I have clients that own real Birkins, but when they're traveling to Mexico, they'll have like a fake diamond for their engagement ring, things like that. Yeah. I don't necessarily support buying a fake Birkin. I like real, but I do see how some people may find, I know somebody that sources the same leather, the same hardware. She worked for Hermes, and I know clients that have done that, but I haven't supported that yet.
Right. And going to the beach, just a different feel. I can't say, it's just a different feel. I get to,
Las Ventanas.
Yes.
Right.
And last night I was at an event and they're like, oh my gosh, you look so Las Ventanas. And I'm like, I didn't mean to. I just threw this on because I realized I was late. So I put on my beach outfit.
Yeah.
And I was kind of embarrassed a little bit. But I was like, but it was cute. It was cute. Yeah. But anyway.
So if you could rewind and go back, then you would just text me and be like, Laura, mirror selfie thoughts. And I said, let's add a belt. Let's change this. Let's put a little blazer on the shoulders. We'll cinch in the waist. And then you look bad and bougie.
Well, and I've done that with you before. Laura, what foundation do I wear with this sheer ass La Pointe?
Skims.
And I got it. I got it because she's a problem solver, because you can do that, because you know fashion so well. You've been in it for a very long time.
Yes.
Very long time. And I did. It worked. So, okay. So what I want to talk to you about, and this will circle all back with Fashion Week and you, but this in 2021, the NIL was born.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it perfectly when you came in the studio today. College football is NFL now, right? Is that what you said?
It's free agency.
Yeah.
Absolutely is. There's no loyalty. So the fans feel very unsure because it's pay to play. So a top quarterback can be paid $7 million to transfer to another school. It may be good for him. There may be a chance he's never going to make it in the league. That may be money he's never going to see because it's the 0.01% that make it in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But I got in when NIL was very new and there wasn't the transfer portal like crazy. I started with basketball with two main guys at Texas Tech. Then I bridged out into football, into baseball, even helped a girl lacrosse, a captain of the lacrosse team at Notre Dame. I've helped some female basketball players at LSU. I wanted it to really be me helping them just like I help all my other clients. I don't need to help them. I want to help them. I don't want them to have yes people surrounding them. I want them to have people that genuinely care. So do they need to spend $40,000 on an iced out necklace? Absolutely not. Their jewelry plug may quote them something and I say, what are you wanting? Let me send it to mine. Oh, by the way, your jewelry plug is actually ripping you off.
So you're taking care of them.
I'm taking care of them. I take them under my wing. Every single client, whether it's a family, it's a VIP, it's somebody that you're going to see this coming Sunday or Saturday. I have some guys walking into game days for college football this weekend with Kansas and Baylor. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it does not matter. They are all people first. So you will never see on my social media profiles or on my website, celebrity stylist. If you have to say you're a celebrity stylist, celebrity makeup artist, you have an ego issue. We are dressing people. And that's why they love working with me, because I care about them as a person first. And that's how I was raised.
Scream it from the mountaintops, girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. We got you time stamped on that. I have a friend that styled athletes for years and years, close to my age. And he shared with me the hardest part of NIL is dealing with agents, and they want it free.
Okay.
Is that what
there is some of that.
Some of that. There's always.
But I work directly with every single brand. And I have the most incredible custom clothier, Bashar Hunetti, that's based in Frisco, who travels all over the world. And what he's able to do, everything is made by Italian families, all the best fabrics. His master tailor, Dimitri Soa, has been doing this 50 years. He's this old Greek little man. And we are able to do custom sneakers that are made in the same factory as Ferragamo, Magnani, Santoni. If you try to get Ferragamo custom, they won't do anything less than $2,000. It has to be exotic. Our price point starts at $350 to $375. That's before any kind of discount. That's for a completely custom sneaker or dress shoe. So think about Zania. Those are $1,100.
Right.
We can do that same look. The suiting, we can account for plus or minus 25 pounds.
Wow.
So we're doing in-season and off-season measurements for the life of the garment.
Right.
So if you look at, I could have any athlete, any agent say, hey, this suit guy is quoting my client $5,000. Bashar and I get in a group text. I'll say, hey, can you tell me where the shirt was made? We know the fabric. He'll say, it's this fabric. That shirt costed him $25. The suit cost was $80. What's he charging the client? $5,000. So it's being ripped off. Because we do not believe in that.
Yeah.
I do not work with people that are going to say it's made in China, it's bespoke, it's whatever. if it's not truly that.
Truly.
And so they see these people, just like all my high profile clients. Again, all my clients are VIPs. They see them as a wallet. I see them as a person.
Right. That is, I mean, that I've got to write this down, because I'm afraid so many people are taking advantage of just exactly what you're talking about, not just in the NIL, not with athletes, but as humans.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it is disgraceful.
It is.
Makes me crazy. So,
well, you know, my first day working at Nordstrom North Park, I had never worked in sales before. I always had a really strong opinion at fashion. At 4 years old, my mom could no longer shop for me at Apple Tree Kids. That was in Kingwood, Texas. She brought home an outfit and she's like, Laura, this is great. Don't you love it? And I said, oh, gosh, that's ugly. And she goes, excuse me? And I literally said, I'm not wearing that. She said, okay, well, then you go with me to Apple Tree Kids and you pick it out. And I said, sounds like fun.
Sounds like a deal.
And so from that age on, she could no longer dress me. Had she known I'd be working in fashion,
things would be different.
But I will tell you, nobody ever knew for 4 years, 100% commission at Nordstrom, that I was 100% commission. Because if you walked in and what you needed for cattle barons was $200, but you wanted that $10,000 McQueen gown, I would say, guess what? It's going to be muddy. Remember, several years were really muddy. We're not going to do these golden goose boots. We're not going to do this.
Sure.
We're going to do this. I can't support you in that decision.
Wow.
Was that less money for me then? Absolutely.
Yes.
But I was honest
Yeah.
because nobody's a wallet to me.
Right. That is so wonderful. So, Laura, explain to everyone why these athletes need to be styled. I say that because my father-in-law played football and basketball at TCU. He didn't need to be styled, you know. So how has times just changed, and with social media, and why? Because are they going to end up in school just wearing sweats, Nike sweats? So trying to say.
So why do they need to be styled in college and also pro? Okay, so
pro, I get it.
Let's start with college. So I'm working out an exclusive with some of the top football departments in the country. Even though they don't require suits, I believe every man needs to have a power suit. We want to dress them for success because they can wear that to a banquet. They can wear that to a wedding. They may not make it in the league, but they're going to always have that suit for the rest of their life. Having that one power suit that you feel so confident, that's like the little black dress for the female. That's the piece that you feel so good in. If you're having a bad day, you put it on. So I believe they need to dress with professionalism, and they also need to be very aware of what they're wearing, the quality, what is worth spending the money on. Because if they're making so much money now, is that realistic?
Mm-hmm.
Can they be making these millions in the leagues? Because some of these guys are making pay cuts when they go from college to pro as on a rookie contract.
What?
Yes, some of these guys are making 10 to 15 million in college, and their agents are going, oh, by the way, make sure you're paying taxes on it.
For sure.
Because there are some that were in California and certain schools there that transferred, and then their agents are like, you got paid all this money to transfer, and you've been given all this money to play here. You're a 5+ star recruit. You owe all these taxes.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't you suggest to not only do they need a stylist, but an accountant and financial advisor?
So that's where I come in. I say, okay, what are you wanting? I can't support you in that decision. If you are dying to have it, I will make sure that you're getting the best quality at the best price. But Big Sis Laura really wants you to go a different direction.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so a college athlete, someone connects with Laura. Who's paying Laura and who's paying the bills?
College athletes. So we have some that are already paying my hourly rate because they're making so much money. In the beginning, I had different brands that gifted things. And then when I decided to do the custom game day suits, like these, I have everything from the largest offensive line in the country to the star quarterback to the star wide receiver. Well, a wide receiver is different than a 6'7", 375 offensive lineman. Those guys can't go into a Nordstrom or even a suit supply and get anything off the rack.
Right.
So there are a lot of collectives.
Sizes.
Yeah, there's a lot of collectives involved that I'm starting to work with, but there's a lot of discounting. And then now they are paying the discounted prices because there's no free lunch here.
Right.
In the beginning, I was able to be like, oh, I'll gift you a pair of shoes because I'm able to get them discounted. I'll gift you a welcome gift. And then it became, well, we're not going to do anything unless if there's money. And then it became, oh, we want all this for free, but you got to know your value and add tax.
No joke.
And these guys need me because I have all the connections. So I'm working on huge collaborations with some of the most incredible, every boutique in Highland Park Village, I work directly with them. So all I have to do is ask, do we want to do a collaboration with this star wide receiver?
Right. Okay. So tell me, I live over in Cowtown in Fort Worth, and you were telling me about a collaboration you're doing with Lucchese.
Absolutely.
Which is a boot company over and a great brand.
Yes.
So when you were texting this to me last week, whenever we were,
it was yesterday. I was pulling.
Yeah. So what is going on there? And it's kind of refreshing as a Texan. Like these kids want boots.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
and they have boots, but they don't have Lucchese.
No. Okay. Gotcha.
So there's a long story there. I've Bonnie as my best friend, as you know. My other best friend, who I've known 10 years longer than Bonnie, is the women's designer for Lucchese, Holly Mary. So I went in there yesterday and I had 3 boots in mind. I went into their small corporate showroom that's off of Dragon Street in the Design District. And we talked with the owner. I told them who I was styling. I can tell you now because this will not be live. So everybody will see this viral look. Taj Brooks, he's the next Emmett Smith, all-time leading rusher out of Texas Tech. I helped him at Texas Tech. I styled him for the draft. And we always said we wanted to do something really bougie, chic, and country when they played the Denver Broncos.
Oh.
So we have mixed designer, high and low with Lucchese boots. We have the hat. We have the belt buckle. We have designer from Neiman Marcus. So it's a collaboration with them as well. And then his longtime girlfriend, Kristen, she's debuting her Abercrombie look this week. And then her great, beautiful, clear with orange accent bag is from Dino's of Highland Park Village.
Oh my gosh. How fabulous. Okay, you also said you're not only styling the athletes, you just mentioned girlfriends, dogs, mothers.
Yeah, all of them.
You got the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's exciting, or is it overwhelming?
No, it's not overwhelming because I have a servant's heart.
Yeah.
And my in with these people is fashion, but I really help with all aspects of their life. And they know me from the people that I've styled before them.
Got it.
And they feel comfortable with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, I have a great star with the Detroit Lions, and I'm styling his fiance in all Abercrombie. And then we're going to throw in a really fun look for him. And he's one of those guys that really doesn't care about fashion. Tate Ratledge, Annabelle Braden, that's his fiance. Tate would just assume show up in t-shirt, shorts, or camo. He's a hunting, fishing Georgia guy.
Because that's you face that with these athletes.
He did his draft party at a hole-in-the-wall bar with chicken wings.
See? But you don't try to change them.
No, I embrace their personality and allow fashion to be an extension of that to tell the story without ever having to speak a word.
Right. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Do you have a favorite? Because I've talked to a couple of stylists, we know the same people, and not just a few of them. And some of them say, I have no interest in doing that piece. Mine is this piece. Do you have a favorite men, women, athletes, or you love everyone?
As long as they are a good person, I have that standard. I'm at a point in my career, if somebody is not respectful of my time, their energy isn't good, I'm conveniently booked until next winter.
Yeah.
But for the right people, I will make it work. And the network of resources and brands believe in my vision, believe in what I'm doing, and they cannot even fathom all the things that I'm juggling. That's why it's the Olivia Pope. I'm wearing all these hats. I'm the fashion fixer. I mean, New York Fashion Week, we had a wardrobe malfunction at the last minute right before we went to the Alice and Olivia show. Caught it in real time, made it work. We did some sewing, we did some pinning, we fixed the makeup, we fixed the hair. Out the door we go.
Out the door.
The answer is always yes.
Always yes. So if a incredibly unkind, I'll just say it, bitchy woman or man came in the door now and offered you a lot of money, you're not doing it.
No, absolutely not. In fact, I just had a situation like that.
You just had a bituation?
I had situation with a billionaire.
Oh, a bituation billionaire. Okay.
That's where
it happens.
That.
Oh, yeah.
And, that's her issue, not mine.
Yeah.
And came recommended from somebody that I love dearly, who's a client that I've known for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you have to take a step back, see the forest, not the tree. You want to make sure that people, number one, this person might be intimidated by me. If she went on my social media and saw my style, and she is a very corporate America style. Well, I can do it. I can do it all.
You can.
I have styled the people on the board with the United Way. My dad's on the board with the United Way as a general auditor volunteering. I've styled some of the top CEO wives that meet with senators all over the world, and I can do everything. So I was actually judged by the social media. What she should have done is gone to my website and seen all the corporate testimonials.
Sure. Right. And people do that. They go straight to social media.
And that's okay.
I do it. I mean, I do, but I also know that social media is not always as it appears.
Oh, no.
We know that.
The real life and then the social media.
I know. I was telling someone earlier today that it's in the grocery store, not something they were looking at me. I mean, I looked like hell. And I did. I
usually do at the grocery store, too.
Yeah. So, and there was, on the feed came out this style and, the whole thing. And they're like, oh. I mean, I'm like, but this is, first of all, that was taken last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people did, I guess, social media has come so far, but people still think that's what you're wearing every single day. Oh my gosh, I love what you were wearing this morning. What was I wearing?
I'm usually in yoga pants, sweatpants, and a cute t-shirt when I'm running around because my job, contrary to popular belief, is not showing up and just looking cute. It's glamorized schlepping.
Yeah.
I'm running around on rainy days in Highland Park Village. I'm carrying my body's weight in shoes and items because I bring things to clients on approval, which that means that I'm able to bring the stores and the boutiques to them in the comfort of their home or my fashion studio, so that they never have to step foot in a mall because they're a busy mom, they're a busy businessman, a busy CEO or senator, like we were kind of talking about. But no two clients are dressed alike.
No, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love that taking things out on consignment thing. All that going on over there. So, yeah.
Yes.
Trying to get out of the house. Because when you go into a store, I end up buying things I don't need.
That's why you want to have me with you, because I am the filter, because the people at the boutique don't know your closet. They don't know your needs. They don't know your trips. So my retainer clients, their calendar becomes mine. So is this a smart decision? No, because the cost per wear is not there. Is this certain dress a great decision? Yeah, because we're going to alter it like this, and then we're going to pin it up in the back. It's going to go from black tie to cocktail, and we're going to style it to perfection so that it becomes your very own piece.
You have to be the concierge to the New York Fashion Week. You have to have a big team.
Yes.
And a huge team, because that's a lot of work and you're a little person.
I am.
But 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find people too.
Yes.
I do know that. I have a hard time finding people.
It is.
And how do you find people? It's just...
Well, so my assistant, Lourdes, I met her originally. She was helping with my dog, and I saw how resourceful she was. And so she was watching Isabella most of the time. and helping my parents. So at New York Fashion Week, I relied heavily on Samantha Goldstein, who was my glam extraordinaire, hair and makeup. She also brought in somebody to help when I had 3 clients going with me to a show. She did kind of a behind the scenes paparazzi. The people at the hotel, the Latte New York Palace were incredible. The doormen were great at getting us in the black car. We always do the black car when we're women traveling. You want to have the background check with the Uber. But everything was perfection, and you learn to just pivot. I figure it out. You always figure it out. Yes. It always works out. And when the traffic was bad, for instance, there was a 7-alarm fire on our way to Alice and Olivia in Manhattan.
Oh, gosh.
I look at it, instead of getting frustrated about the traffic, I look at it like we are divinely being protected. If we weren't stuck in this traffic, we might have gotten in a car accident.
Absolutely.
So embrace the traffic instead of getting angry at it, because I know it's bad in DFW.
Ugh. Isn't that the truth? Laura, can you believe where you are in your career right now?
No, I mean, in February, I was invited to go back to Texas Tech, and I spoke to the entire university, and it was like in my honor. Who me? I'm Laura, grew up in Kingwood, Texas, went to Texas Tech, worked under Bob Knight, Mike Leach with the athletic department, broadcast journalism, advertising. I love fashion. I love helping people, but these classes, these thousands of students all day long, and the dinner in my honor, they want to hear my story. I had hundreds of people coming up to me after each lecture, wanting to get my inspiration, wanting to get my advice,
right?
Saying how inspiring my talk was. And it just gave me chills, because I was helping this younger generation not take their degree literally. You get a sports marketing degree. You don't have to work with a sports agency. Look what I'm doing. I work directly with every top sports agent in the world.
Wow.
So that's another thing. So for my athletes, they're little brothers to me.
Wow.
I've been helping them, some of them, since their true freshman year. That's a long time for me.
Yeah.
And now I have the opportunity to introduce them to the people that I feel are the best fit, and that's not illegal. I can absolutely introduce them, because I'm very good friends with these athletes, and they trust my judgment.
Right.
And these are people that are getting phone calls every single day, like their mom is getting phone calls every single day from the top sports agencies. So I'm able to talk to the athlete personally. One of them, Baylor, star receiver, FaceTime him for an hour and a half, caught up. We both have lost a sibling. We both have lost a brother. So we bonded over that. And he trusts my judgment.
Right.
And he trusts, because he knows I don't get any money out of introducing you to a sports agent. I just want to make sure that we continue to surround you with the right people, not yes people. People that are aligned with your beliefs, that are going to treat you like a person, and also not to have you be with an agency where one agent's taking on 50 clients. You want to be one of maybe 5 max.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are not like you that will take advantage. Of course, you know that.
Yes.
We all know that. Well, this has been so amazing. I have to show this candle. I love it. It just smells divine. I love it. And candles are so personal, too.
And this is non-toxic, so it's safe for humans, pets. So there's a lot coming in the Lifestyle by Laura lifestyle line.
Hey.
So this is candles. There's 5 different scents.
I love it. It's fabulous. I'm gonna burn it and think of you.
Thank
of course, my friend, because you know I'm on that non-toxic journey.
Yes,
it's absolutely. Not easy.
It's not easy. But even the candles, everything we put in our body.
Oh, it's
so you will not get a headache. You can have your dog around.
I promise I'm not gonna get a headache.
You won't.
Period.
You won't. No, because I've tested all of them, and I'm prone to migraine.
Gosh, we've had that conversation. That's a podcast right there. Thank you so much for your intel and your knowledge and your incredible talent, and for answering the phone when I needed a bra fix.
Of course. I'm there. I got you, girl.
Like, I can't wear this. My nipples are showing. I just can't.
Well, here's the solution. I'm the fixer.
You are the fixer. You are the fixer. Okay, how can we find you?
social media, Instagram. If you click that link that says email me, that'll take you right to my website. That white unicorn, my incredible marketing company, has set up, so you can go right to the contact page, and that's how you can submit your request to do an initial phone consultation with me. Sometimes if you're a new client referral, I'll meet for coffee in a public place with my team of assistants, and I won't waste your time, but I will make sure it's a good fit for both, because that's so important.
And she's so fun and fabulous. That's just all there is to it, and I can attest to that. For sure.
I'm a pretty big dork. I'm a lot of fun. Ask Bonnie about New York Fashion Week last year. I'm a blast when I can take my work hat off and just be here and present. I'm a blast in my coffee glass.
She's not a dork.
Fashionable dork.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, precious friend. I appreciate you being here. I know you're busy. You don't have time for this.
I don't even know what day it is. What? Wednesday?
What is the day? Wednesday.
Since I got back from New York Fashion Week.
Tomorrow's trash day.
Trash day was today at my house.
I know. Well, thank you all so much for listening. And I hope you've asked about NIL, and I hope you give you a little bit of information on it. And we're just diving in over here at My So-Called Fabulous. And I say it every single Tuesday, y'all. Keep being fabulous.